Vlogmas Day 7, Take 3. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ultimus. Today is Vlogmas Day 7, and it's about 1 a.m. Yeah, give or take. Getting this recorded to hopefully get up and get on the channel for today, so you guys will have it up. Man, I feel like every time I turn around, the day is just gone. And here I am recording another vlog, and that's that. But I definitely am enjoying making these as I wind down my day and then prep them to have for you guys next day, same day, since I mean technically it's still the same day since it's 1 a.m. but you know what I mean. My day's kind of just ending, so it is what it is. Man, a lot to talk about. Got a lot of ideas for topics for videos, which is good. I mean, it makes Vlogmas a little bit easier, so I'm not like sitting here day of like, crap, what am I gonna vlog about? But this one, I think I want to turn it around and get a little lighthearted and ask you guys. I feel myself coming out with a cold, actually, which is not good. My throat's definitely starting to get that kind of sore, raw feeling in the back of it. Between singing at the top of my lungs in my car, singing at the top of my lungs after we close the store down and we blast whatever music we want over the speakers, and then my job that just requires talking all day. It's like, man, my throat's starting to feel it. So tomorrow should be interesting. So if when I do these vlogs and start recording more gameplay stuff, my voice sounds kind of funny. That's why. But what I was going to say before I interrupted myself is I want to ask you guys, what was by far the best Christmas gift you've ever got? We asked last time what the most awkward Christmas gift was. But I'm curious what you guys think was the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten. For me, I've gotten some really good gifts over the years. I've had some very creative and very generous people in my life, which has been a huge blessing. But one of the most notable gifts, I think, for me was my Nintendo GameCube when I was a kid. I wasn't expecting getting it at all, just because it was a new system out that year, and I knew we didn't really have a lot of money. And so my parents were talking about cutting back on Christmas and doing a little more low-key, and I was okay with that, because I understood my dad works long hours and he's tired, but he's also, only got so much money. We had a bunch of other stuff going on, and I don't want to bore you guys with the details, but I was expecting a small Christmas. And so when I opened it that year, that was like one of the coolest things, especially because at that point I was a teenager, so I had begun to understand the value of a dollar, more or less. And so the fact that, my parents got me this awesome system, and if I'm not mistaken, they got me Rogue Squadron 2? Yeah, Rogue Squadron 2 was one of the launch titles for GameCube. And so they got me that, and I played that game so much. I remember going through and getting gold rank on all of the missions. That's how much I played it until I saved up my own money and eventually got Smash Brothers Melee for it. That's the whole reason I wanted the system. But I played so many great games for the GameCube. But that was one of the most notable. Probably the best story, though, related to a Christmas gift that I got was when I was 6 years old, maybe 5 or 6. I'm surprised I still remember this, by the way, but this is one of my family's favorite Christmas stories for whatever reason, so I can't forget about it. So I was 5 or 6 years old, maybe even 7 in all honesty, but probably about 6 is right what I want to say. And I was obsessed with Jurassic Park. That was my favorite movie as a kid. My parents actually took me to see it in theaters. They went and saw it first to make sure it was okay, since I was only, like 6 years old or so, and the movie was PG-13. I wanted to make sure it wasn't too violent, and they thought I could handle it. And I remember sitting in the theater just thinking this was the greatest movie of all time, and now I'm 27 years old, and I still think it's one of the greatest movies of all time. But, so I was into Jurassic Park like a madman. I had so many toys. I had one of those big old, like, Rubbermaid tubs that are, like, 4 feet long and maybe 2 feet deep or so, if you guys kind of understand what I'm talking about. It was just full of dinosaur toys, Jurassic Park action figures, all this stuff. And for Christmas that year, my parents had decided to get me one of the play sets for it. I don't know if you guys ever remember these at all, but it was like the compound that they had. And so it was like, it opened up kind of like those like toys in the 90s did, where it looked like a house, and you opened it up and had all this stuff going on the inside too, for like different scenes. And like this one had like battle damage on it, so like the walls would crack off and stuff like that, where the dinosaurs busted through and all that good stuff. It was cool. Toy commercials back in the day were dope. Like, I don't know if you guys ever remember like toy commercials from the 90s, but those things were off the chain. So I don't even remember asking for this thing or wanting it necessarily. I might have pointed it out in a magazine. They used to send out toy magazines every year around Christmas time that you could go through and look and stuff like that. As a kid, I loved it. Oh, I used to look forward to those magazines and catalogs every year, because I'd go through and I'd circle stuff, and I'd give the catalog to my mom. Be like, here's my Christmas list. And so I don't remember if I picked this out or not, or my parents just thought I would like it. But what was funny about the story is, what ended up happening was they bought it through JCPenney at the time, and it came through the mail through UPS. Now, the downside with that is they used to, well, I guess I can't say they used to, they still do, you know, when they package boxes of toys, there's no hiding it. It's like the picture of what the toy is on the box. So the UPS man brings this to the door, and I'm the one that answers the door that day. And I sort of remember like getting a glance at what it was and thinking, oh my gosh, what is this amazing? This, what did the UPS man bring me? And my mom was like, oh, you're not supposed to see that. Go to your room. I was like, what? So I went to my room, and being a kid, I completely forgot about it until Christmas morning. I go to open my presents Christmas morning, and I open this compound, this base of operations for the dinosaur fearing and hunting action figures that I had. Every once in a while, I'd crisscross Batman into the Jurassic Park universe. Shh, don't tell DC. And I remember opening this gift, unwrapping it, and just freaking out as a kid, just like, I just about lost my poo, right? And I exclaim, oh, this is what the UPS man got me. And my parents just died laughing, because I was insisting that this was a Christmas present from the UPS man. I didn't make the connection as a kid that my parents ordered this and it was shipped to us via UPS, because again, I still don't understand what any of this stuff was. As far as like a kid goes, you don't really understand what UPS or the mail service is. You just know they drop stuff off. Sweet. So I was convinced, and I was convinced for years, like up until I was about maybe 9 or so, that was what the UPS man brought me. And every time I brought it up and mentioned it, my parents just chuckled about it. And then finally later on, I eventually got it. But I was just like hell-bent on just like, no, that was, the UPS man brought me a Christmas present. The UPS man got me a Christmas present. You know, as you can maybe imagine what a 6-year-old Tanner looks like and sounds like. Basically the same, just all this hair was up here. And my ears were a lot bigger, and my glasses were bigger as well. I used to rock the Coke bottle glasses, but that's another story for another time. But yeah, so that was probably 2 of my most memorable Christmas presents ever. I shared 2 stories because one is just kind of cute and endearing, I suppose, as a kid. It's one of your most cherished memories, definitely from Christmas childhoods for sure. But then the one when I was older, just because, again, I feel like at that point I'd begun to understand what stuff was actually worth and how expensive my toys and my presents were, and the fact that my parents were willing to get that kind of stuff for me was just, I was very thankful for it. So, with that one in mind, that's where I'm going to wrap this vlog up. Getting close to 10 minutes here, so this has been about long enough. But in the comment section below, make sure to let me know what your favorite or what you think was the best Christmas present you've ever received has been. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, I'm always looking forward to seeing what kind of creative comments you guys leave and what you guys have got to say. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share. The more the merrier for this. The more people we get involved, the more enjoyable it is. If you want, please don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch. If you do, all my links are down there below. Love to talk with you guys on a more regular basis, get to know you, and have you get to know me. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.